Day 83 consistency, building a lifestyle. Too often I feel we focus on, shortcuts and quick fixes. The next side hustle, the next get rich quick type thing, the new fad diet, the carnivore diet, the keto, all these things that are more like something I'm going to do temporarily or something I'm trying to do. I'm doing a diet, I'm doing a 75 hard challenge. I'm doing all these things that aren't truly necessarily, long term. You're not able to do them long term, or you might be able to, but they might not be healthy to do long term. And I think we just get in these like, this is my goal, this is my goal, this is my goal in this certain time span versus building a lifestyle. And the difference is with the building a lifestyle, it becomes a daily practice. It's something you do day in and day out. And it's no longer a quick diet or, hey, I'm going to do this until I make 100K and then I'm going to reinvest it. Like, you're actually striving and making your goals and your systems part of your lifestyle. And it becomes easy. It becomes an everyday thing. It becomes a constant. And it shows you that peace of mind isn't something you manage. It's a way of living. And you're able to have that balance and create legacies, create things that are truly long-term, truly, built and built to last versus, oh yeah, I lost, 20 pounds eating keto, but then when I went back to my normal diet, I gained it back or gained some of it back, or I couldn't withstand taking out all my carbs for, years out, for the next 3 years. And it's just kind of like this, false hope. It's almost like this, I'm going to do this really tough thing and hold my breath. And then after 3 weeks, I got to, exhale and start getting, doing the things I was doing before. And you end up back in the same spot. You're the same weight as you were before. You're back at the same financial level. Your relationships, all these things are back to where they were before. Versus when you're actively trying to build a lifestyle and make it who you are, your identity changes, your mindset changes. You become what you do every day. And what you do every day becomes you. So your physical habits, your mental habits, your financial habits, your relationship habits, your spiritual habits, that is the lifestyle that you're building. And they will have an impact on your career or your business or your relationships or, name the pillar of life. It will become who you are. And it's a powerful thing versus worrying about a specific diet. I'm going to go on a diet. Just say, no, how I eat is going to change. How I eat is a healthy eater, or I eat to train. I eat for performance. I eat, if you're an athlete, like, make it become who you are. Don't make it just this thing I'm going to do for 7 months and then I'm going to change how I do it, or I'm going to do it for 3 weeks, or I'm going to do it for, however long. But when you work out daily, whether it's physical, lifting weights, or it's doing cardio, or it's just doing tasks around the house, gardening, walking your dog, but you're still physically moving every day because that's your commitment, getting your steps in, moving, or, I'm going to build a business that's going to be my legacy. It's going to be my give back. It's going to be something I can pass down to my kids. And then you're building towards something really good versus I'm going to go become a day trader and try to make 100K and then just flip it into real estate, which that stuff's not bad, but they're like, you have these temporary goals and they don't necessarily even equal the person you want to be. They don't even align with your spirit. And you wonder why you quit or why you feel stressed when you're doing it. Going back to what I'm saying, like, when it becomes who you are, it won't stress you out as much. There's always going to be stress because stress is good and bad. Getting a divorce is stressful, but getting married is also stressful. And there's beauty in getting married. And usually, sometimes there's beauty in getting divorced, but most of the time divorce is viewed as negative. But they're one and the same, but one's more on the positive spectrum, one's on the negative spectrum, but they're both a stress to you. So, but when you, so there's always going to be stress, but when things become a way of life, they become who you are. They become how you walk through and present and do your life on a daily basis. The peace of it goes away. The peace becomes who you are. It becomes your person versus just like, man, I got to go de-stress and find my peace and meditate. And that might be your daily thing. You might get into the Bible. You might meditate. You might manifest, and, you might be, spiritual in other ways. Like, but you're doing something that calms you. You're doing something that is a habit that is going to be part of your lifestyle. You're committing to it, to do it day in and day out, or at least weekly basis, depending on what the habit is. And that's how you build a lifestyle. That's how you build a great life. That's how you build a great lasting career, a great lasting business, a great lasting family unit, a great lasting marriage, is when you stop settling for get it quick, whatever, shortcuts, whatever you want to call it. You stop settling and you start just embracing it and building it. And that's when you'll have everything that you ever wanted. And I wish you peace and blessings on that journey.